be, because people know where I'm going, because they know where I'm thinking of going. Before I get there, there's people waiting for me everywhere, right? Filthy few. It's got 2 and a star. They call me a rapist 2 times. Look at that. Filthy few, TRUCKFIT. A star with 2 in it. And everybody knows my business. It's like I'm a star, a superstar, but for all the wrong reasons. For being accused of being a rapist and a pedophile, a pervert, a peeping Tom, and a criminal. Look at that, man. I only realized I've had this hat for ages. People put this there for me. People know my style. They know what I like. You know what I'm saying? Can you believe that? I only found this out a month or 2 ago. I've got this hat, Jags, here. Hey, shot, yeah, laka. Little did I know, the system's orchestrated and they bully me about being a 2-time rapist. A filthy guy because of dirty pictures and what happened with my cousin and my other cousin. Filthy, dirty TRUCKFIT and a 2-time rapist, bro. Can you fucking believe that? This is what's going on in my life, folks. You know how I'm being treated. Look, that's just one example. People are calling me a rat, yeah? Let me show you this, mate. I thought this was comical when I went to work at BHP in Port Hedland, right? For Transfield. I thought this was fucking comical, mate. I even took a picture of it. This is a photo of Hailey. I don't want to show you. But anybody that wants to see it, or her, because she won't talk to me about it. Hold on, let me show you this. Let me talk about this rat picture first. This happened in 2014, working for Transfield at BHP in Port Hedland. There was a fucking rat in a cage, mate. And I took a photo of it. Because I thought it was funny. Do you know what this fucking rat means? People are calling me a rat. I thought for hanging out with drug dealers and getting them into trouble. No, it's not. Because I'm an accused rapist and pedophile and pervert, criminal, peeping Tom. I'm a slave to the system. The system has got me wired with technology. They follow me around everywhere. They bully me in society. Everybody fucking bullies me. They metaphorically put this rat in a fucking cage on a BHP site working for Transfield in Port Hedland to tell me that this is what I am in society. I'm a rat in a cage. And they fucking bully me. Can you believe that? This is a metaphor for my life. They were bullying me at work. Can you believe that? This is what's been happening in my life. And I didn't know. The system's made me guilty and they're punishing me for it because they can't do it in court because I'm innocent anyway. I'm a rat in society because the system's got me wherever I go. They run me around, bro. Basically, I'm a rat in society. They follow me wherever I go. They get people to stalk me. So I always go the other way because people are bothering me wherever I go. So I'm always going to different places. And they've got me in this non-stop circle. This is what they're fucking telling me. This is 2014 when I was on a job being a man for my life. And I didn't know they had taken away my good jobs and already made my life 10 times harder. Can you believe that? It's a fucking rat. I was worried about drug dealers, thinking that I'm getting them in trouble or these people talking to me are police. It's everybody. The police, the mental health system, the health system, Salvation Army. Whatever they find or hear me talk about, they get the relative people to investigate, whether it be police, the mental health system, the health system, or whatever. I'm in followed, bullied, and harassed by all of them. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. This was all there for me. I'm laughing at these things. Little did I know, fucking, it's all a metaphor for how people are bullying me and getting away with it. I don't think they knew that I'd figure it all out. Because they fry my brain right now. Because I remember everything. I even got photos. They were just mocking and bullying me. I've got a photo of Hailey, the photo I talk about. I don't want to show you. Because it's personal and it's private. People know about it. Now, I went to Hailey's house a couple of weeks ago to see my son Lorenzo. And I said to Hailey, you know, Hailey, I want you to come over. Because people are watching me on my TV. I said, Hailey, I want you to come over so I can talk to you. Now, people are orchestrated to tell her what to tell me. I said, look, I just want to talk to you about the night and what happened. And stuff. I didn't tell her I've got this. I wanted to show her. I wanted to tell her what happened that night. Because I've never spoken to Hailey about what happened. And I've gone through so much drama and lost everything in my life. Because of this night. This is why it's happened. Because of this night. And I've never spoken to Hailey about it. And she's never spoken to me about it. She's been mocking me along the way. She's been bullying me as well. You know what I mean? But I don't blame Hailey. It's, you know, there's people around them that are doing this for them. You know what I'm saying? And I said to Hailey, I want you to come over so we can talk about that night. And like just casually, you know, come over, bring Lorenzo, this and that or whatever. And she said, no, she don't want to talk about it, this and that. You know what I mean? And I was offended. I was offended because I've lost so much and I've been through all this shit and so much crap because of that fucking night. And people accuse me of being a rapist for her. So I just wanted to tell her what I remember and what went down that night as far as I can remember. But she doesn't want to know. Nobody wants to know. Why not? Because when they look at the camera footage and I can relate what happened, or I can mimic what I remember, then that's going to mean I'm telling the fucking truth. That's probably why. And I don't think they want that. They're quite happy with having accused and labeled me and made me a rapist outside of the law. But you know what? I've lost too much. Two-time rapist. You know, I've lost too much. And it keeps going on and on and on. I need somebody's help. Or somebody's got to help me. Even with my daughter, all this thing. But I'm getting to these stories later. I won't get too deep into this now. Can you believe that? A rat? They were metaphorically bullying me like everything else. This is only 2014. I only found out last year, 2017. They thought, we put a fucking rat in a cage and we'll fucking guara this out. Yeah. And what are they doing? Sniggering and laughing because they've got the power to make my life hard and difficult. Hey, you know what I'm saying? At the airport, they made my airport departure stressful. They made my airport departure stressful and worrisome. And I always had to go to the lady. They always make me go ask people for help. Because they've seen me, who I am as my nature. But I'm a confident person. I'm not shy to ask people for help or do things my way. I'm very confident in believing in myself and how I get things done. It's always worked for me. People have just contradicted me. You know what I'm saying? So everywhere I go, they make me ask people for help. And then people want to overpower me with too much information and too much help and be too nice. But they fucking bully me. They just feeding me rubbish, They feeding me nonsense in my fucking head. They all fucking mocking me. Hey, you know what I mean? I'm a star for all the wrong reasons, Fuck. Fucking a rat in a cage. And I took photos because I was sitting there. This was on the morning meeting, our toolbox meeting before work. And I used to sit just outside the meeting room because the meeting room was too full. That rat was there for me. The system was bullying and guarding me, saying I'm a rat in society. They're just running me around. They're feeding me cheese. You know what the cheese is? Crack. This is no lie, folks. Personal vendetta by the system ruined my life. Everybody came to show me up, Wait, So now this is the end of 2014. Thank goodness I got 2014 over. Now it's 2015, 16 and 17 to go. So I'll come back and I'll tell you all about the rest. So now, the end of 2014, okay, I've got to tell you this. That job I went to where the supervisor walks up and down like this. Now there was a lot of walking on that job, except they've been giving me jobs walking upstairs where there's noise. I know it sounds weird because on a mine site there's a lot of stairs and there's noise and a lot of walking. But they've been getting me these jobs on purpose, yeah? Because of my hip. They've been trying to destroy my hip, bro, because they think I'm pervert, dog, pedophile, criminal, and all that. They've been destroying my hip on purpose. That job there, my leg was stuffed because there was a lot of walking too, so my hip was going. And the job before that, when I was at same place, Port Hedland, with Transfield, doing fitters work there, I was sitting down and I got up and my hip cracked and I couldn't walk. And then Tom Brown, he took me off site and I said to him, look, leave me on site so I get paid. You know what I mean? It's all good. But he was acting like he's the boss and all this, yeah, and everything. He was bullying me, because me and Tom Brown used to be good friends, and then he started changing his attitude towards me. Like everyone else, he started fucking just bullying me and making me inferior, and everyone's fucking showing me up like they're bigger and better than me, you know? And so he took me off site, and I was felt a bit swag about that. But the thing is, the system was there. The system made me tired that night. And I was sitting down, and I got up real quick. Now, this was happening. See, they've got technology. They can make my hip joints and muscles and tendons anywhere in my body ache or sore or tight. Now, I done that, and my hip cracked. I used to sit at home playing my guitars in my room. And I used to sit down exactly like this on the bed. And I used to get up all the time like that. And my hip always used to be sore. The system's been fucking my hip up deliberately, mate. They've been watching me and my movements. They've been fucking my hip up deliberately because of what they say I am. So now at the end of this last job where that supervisor walks like this, he was getting me to walk faster. Because I take a bigger gait. And my hip stretches more. So my bones grind more. While they've got my muscles tight, they grind in my hip or something like that. They've been fucking it up with technology, bruh. So that supervisor was making me walk faster so I can walk with bigger steps and fucking ruin my hip, except because they couldn't make me a drug dealer because with the guys trying to set me up, rob and fucking nick and that, basically to put me in jail or get me drugs charges. They couldn't charge me for fucking Hailey, Murphy and Charlene because these are old scenarios where we all innocent. No one meant to do any harm to each other. And yeah, so because of this, the system, hold on, I just lost my train of thought there. It's the aeroplane. I'll talk about it later. So they've been fucking my hip up on purpose because of what they say I am. So they've been blocking my shine. Their plan at this time was to ruin my career. They didn't want me to work, have my power, my house, my cars, my jobs, be a single guy and live a great life. They've planned to fuck my life up because of what they say I am, by invading my privacy, disregarding my rights, yeah? So they're taking my hip from me to fuck my career up now. So by this time, the end of 2014, my hip, that was the last job I went on, the one at Port Hedland with DOWNERS EDI. So by this time now, my hip is pretty fucked. Because in the beginning of 2015, I'll come up and tell you next what happens in 2015. So all these years, the years before the end of 2014, they've been planning to put me out of action, behind my back, Because I'll tell you what happens in the future. It's all a plan for me not to recognize what they were doing. But this is what they were doing. They were putting me out of action. They had a plan to make me unemployed on the dole and do it hard on the dole, mate. This is a plan that's been in process for fucking since 2011. So they're nearly there now with fucking my career up and my hip. I'll come back in beginning of 2015. And we'll go from there. Korggi. At that last job, I asked her to go to the John Legend concert because I kind of liked her, and so I asked her to go to the John Legend concert because I was thinking of her when I was going away to work. She was the only girl I was thinking of now, and she just bullied me. She didn't go on purpose because people didn't want me to take her out and shine and get a girlfriend and have things in my life because of what they say I am. They're blocking my shine, oppressing me. So she said no on purpose. Why would you say no to a John Legend concert? But I know now. She said no on purpose. She was orchestrated to say that. Do it. People just depressing and oppressing my life. I'll come back with the rest of the story.